Namaste, namaste, and welcome everyone to this Wednesday chair yoga session. I hope that you're feeling full of beans. The sun has just come out. We've got the definite feeling of spring in the air because we've had snow this morning. We've got sunshine now. Who knows what the next few hours will hold. Spring is a changeable time of the year, and that's why our practice is focused on grounding and bringing a little bit more fluidity back to our bodies. We tend to hold ourselves more still in the wintertime, so a bit more movement and vibrancy to get our energy moving again. But before we get to that part of the class, let's begin with a little sitting, just to center ourselves and feel that sense of maybe just a little containment. We don't want to grow for the whole year all at once. So sitting comfortably, resting your hands wherever is good for you, and feeling the connections between your feet and the floor, perhaps your buttocks and the seat, or your legs and the seat. Allow those parts of the body to feel stable, grounded, secure, so that you can grow the spine tall, lengthening the crown of the head up towards the ceiling and feeling that spaciousness that comes when we're holding good posture in the back of the body, a spaciousness that comes in the front of the body. Take this moment to step into your yoga space, rather. Step into your yoga space, stepping away from the hubbub of the rest of life this day, this week, and this year. Give yourself these next 60 minutes to nurture, to love your body, to show compassion to yourself. Notice how you're feeling today. Trying not to get stuck on any one sensation, just observing throughout the body the sensations that you can feel. If you feel that sensations of stiffness or tension or discomfort are particularly vocal, it's always worth checking in with at least one place in the body that feels soft, quiet, at ease. Notice the breath that you're breathing right now. The sensation of air coming in through the nose, and the sensation of breath as it leaves the body. When you're ready, you can gently deepen that exhalation, emptying a little bit more air out of the lungs by gently engaging across your navel. Then breathing deeply into the sides of the body, the back, the chest. Breathing out slowly, gently, completely easing a little extra air out of the lungs with that contraction. Breathing into the rib cage, the collarbones, the shoulder blades. Breathing out slowly and completely. As you continue to breathe in this way, allow each exhalation to soften the tension from the face, the shoulders, the chest. And each breath in, feel that breath lift you, creating space, creating length. And with each exhalation, softly releasing any tension. At the end of your next exhalation, gently drawing the chin towards the chest, and with the chin in this position, rolling the right ear towards the right shoulder, chin back to the chest, and left ear to left shoulder. Just exploring a little side to side rotation, feeling how the neck responds, the connections between the neck, and as it moves, the shoulders, the chest, the back, the face, the jaw, the temple. It's different if you have your mouth closed than if you have your mouth open. If you feel inclined, you can roll the head in circles, just taking care to move in a circle that feels the right shape for your neck, not too far back. And rolling the opposite way as well. When you're ready, you can bring your head back to the center. Blink your eyes open if they've been closed. And we'll just begin with some nice subtle shoulder rolls as well. So a little intimate, small movement to discover how that feels in the body. Always connecting with your awareness of how it feels to you. And rolling the opposite way as well. And then we're going to bring ourselves back to steadiness and actually stand up for some more vigorous waking up before we sit down again. So not waking up, but moving. So moving your chair to one side, and we will stand up with our feet a comfortable distance apart, a little softness in the knees, and you can feel that bounce into the knees to really connect the feet down, to feel that grounding, centered, stable place from which to move. And then from here, we're going to begin with our arms in that sort of cactus shape out to the sides, a firmness in the belly, and a gentle twisting from side to side. So when we twist like this, we twist much less than if we free the hips to move or if we move on our feet. So feel the resistance down the sides of the body, in the back, in the front, as you move, just this more intimate, small movement of a twist. And if it helps, you can turn your head with your movement. And if you prefer, you can keep your head still in the middle. It doesn't matter. Sometimes it's easier to keep the hips more centered if the head is still. And then we're going to just gently pivot on the toes and allow some of that movement to come into the legs, allowing the hips to join in and feel the difference between, the sides of the body as we move this way. And then we're going to use our arms, reaching across the body, drawing the opposite elbow back behind us to feel a length and a length across one side of the back and a contraction across the other. Now, if you feel inclined, you can give your knees a little bounce here, but you don't have to. But if you want to, you can. And then we're going to take this movement up. So when you draw your elbow, you'll draw it down and back. And perhaps feel a little bit more spaciousness across the hips and the sides of the body. Feels a bit like calisthenics or aerobics, doesn't it? But we're not aiming for that. We're aiming for awareness of what's moving in the body. We'll come back to the center, drawing the elbow behind you as it draws back. And then we're going to reach down. So when you draw the elbow, you draw it up, opening across the shoulders. And again, using those belly muscles, feeling how it feels differently here. And then we're going to come back to the center and just relax our arms completely for a few sways to each side. As the shoulders relax, the arms soften, the effort across the elbows, the backs of the arms, and the upper back and chest. And then when you're ready, you can sway the feet to steadiness and just let your body release its momentum a little at a time until it's back to standing steady. Brilliant. And here in our steady position, just taking a moment in stillness to notice the effect of the work, the effect of just such a small practice, and one that we do a lot, but when we do it with good awareness, that it becomes so much more than just swinging ourselves around in space. Brilliant stuff. Okay, let's roll those shoulders again, just a little bit more. If you want to, you can bend your knees and straighten your legs a little bit. Maybe use your elbows a little bit more. That's it. A little sort of more expressive movement. Very good. We're going to bring the hands together and interlace the fingers, and keeping the elbows close to the body, make figure of eights with our wrists. Very good. I've got a clicky wrist. Let's go the opposite way as well. And we've done a little rolling in both directions. We're going to widen the elbows so that the palms face down and make a little wave through the body. So lifting one elbow, then one hand, opposite elbow. So the movement goes like a wave through the body. Everyone remembers there's 1980s breakdancing. Super. See if you can go the opposite way as well. Very good. I know that's quite the coordination to change direction. And then coming back to center, we're going to reach the arms wide, and we're going to try to make the wave happen from one side of the body to the other. So start with your whichever hand, left or right, but then keep going just that side starting. We'll do one more in this direction, and then we'll try and do it the opposite way, which is always much harder. Nice. There's some great waving going on the screen. Last one. And then relax the arms down to the side. And again, just giving the shoulders a little bit of a shrug. We're going to give our arms and shoulders a bit of a rest while we take our hands onto our hips. Nice softness in the knees and wiggling the hips around our center. So if you want to, you can start with a small, subtle, intimate movement where the upper body doesn't really move and the hips are making their movement around. Maybe there's a little rolling in the knees, a little rolling in the ankles, not too much. We can go in the opposite direction as well. And feeling the tummy muscles just working to draw the hips forward, and the buttocks maybe tucking under a little bit as we do that as well. And then when you're ready, you can make a more expressive movement. So you don't have to do that, but if you want to, you can roll the body around as your hips roll as well. A little firmer in the center to hold on, to feel that stability. And maybe taking the weight over one foot and then behind the feet, over the opposite foot and in front of the feet. Feeling how the weight moves on the feet. We'll go the opposite way as well. Awesome stuff. And some really good, it reminds me of doing the time warp, this one. So we've had breakdancing, time warp. We'll see if we can fit in like a tango and a flamenco or something like that as well. And then when you're ready, coming up to standing, we're going to just gently shake out the legs if they need a little shaking out, shake out the wrists. And then maybe we'll sit down for this next bit. Let's do the next bit sitting down, and that gives the hips a little bit of a rest and lets us be quite stable. So I don't know why I've moved this block back here, because I'm going to tuck it under my chair anyway. So sitting down with your feet nice and wide apart. And we're going to start in the center and just resting the hands wherever is comfortable, a little firmness here, and roll the upper body around the navel. So rolling your heart behind your belly button over to one side and then the other direction. Firm in your feet. So using your feet pressing down for stability and reversing your rotation whenever you're ready to do that. Little firmness in the belly. This is really good strengthening for your core. So you can make your movement, of course, a little more subtle. That's not a problem at all. When you're ready, coming back to the center. And in the center, we're going to do some backward and forward bending here. So with the hands on the knees, opening your chest as you look up and folding gently forward, opening the chest all of the way, and then pressing through the hands, scoop the belly in, round through the spine, chin towards the chest, sit upright. And then forward again, opening your heart, lifting the belly as you fold forward and down, and press through the hands, scoop the belly in, chin to chest, rolling back up. Let's do one more in this direction. Inhaling down, rounding through the spine to sit up. Aces. And now if you want to, you can do 3 more of those. If you don't like this movement, you don't have to do that. And if you want to try the reverse, you can. So we lean back first and then take the chin to the chest, bend the elbows and let the head drop down, and then look up, lift the chest, draw the shoulder blades together, lift the belly muscles, lean slightly back, tuck the chin in, scoop the belly in, head comes down first, and then inhaling up, pressing through the hands. And last one, rounding through the spine, head comes down first, and then head comes up first. Lovely. Coming back to center. Great stuff. Okay, so here with still our nice wide base, we're going to rest the right hand down on the right hip or the right leg, or to the right side of your chair. If you want something a bit more solid to lean on and you don't want to put pressure into your leg, that's fine too. We're going to lean over to that right side, firm across your belly, and then roll the left shoulder. Roll it around like you were massaging your upper back, chest, and the side of your body. And then we'll roll the opposite way as well. And you don't have to lean over very far. If the leaning's not so good, you can do this more upright. That's all good. And then we're going to use the whole arm, doing nice big circles with the arm. And your elbow can be as soft as you like. And you can rotate through your arm if you like. Just a little rolling. Let's go the opposite way as well. Opening through the chest. Maybe looking with your head as well if it feels comfortable. And finishing with your arm reaching over to the right side. And here, just opening your chest and then drawing your shoulder forward a little bit. So a little bit like our shoulder rolls, but just forwards and backwards. Firm in the belly. See if you can open the chest a little bit and close it. Feel what's going on in the side of the body, behind the chest. Come back to the center and then gently bring yourself all the way upwards. And then from here, we're going to twist to the left. So just twisting, it doesn't matter what the arms do here, twisting to the left and coming back to the center. Fantastic stuff. Okay, same thing on the other side. So we're just leaning gently over to the left, freeing the right arm, rolling the right shoulder. Goodness gracious, that definitely needs doing on this side for me today. Just a few times, feeling that action massaging the sides of the body. And we'll go the opposite way as well. Nice lift, firmness in the center here, firm into the feet. Very good. And then when you're ready, just making slightly larger movements, using your arm, a soft elbow or longer arm if you prefer. And you can let your head Move as you move. A little firmness in that belly. And we'll go the opposite way as well. Very nice. You can always stick with the more subtle movements of the shoulder if that just suits you better. No problem at all. When you've got your arm over the head, see if you can do a gentle opening of the chest and then a closing. And it might help to have your left forearm on your left thigh so you can press against it to open and close. Just a sort of rounding as you come forward and an opening as you come back. Very good. Maybe one more of these. And then turning the right palm, gently coming back to the center. And when you come back to the center, turning to the right. Holding just for a moment and then releasing. Relaxing the arms down to the side. Brilliant stuff, guys. Okay, so we are going to do some of our forward folding as well. You might want to sit yourself back on your seat just a touch, because as we come forward, there's always that sensation perhaps of lifting the, there isn't always, but there can be that sensation of lifting the buttocks. Let's use our cactus arms again. So here I'm going to turn the palms to face towards each other so that I feel the hands are very active. You can just here do some wrist rotations. So you can feel that movement coming from the elbow through the forearm to move the wrist backwards and forwards. The hands can help, of course. And when you're ready, palms facing each other, draw the shoulder blades towards each other as well across the back, so you feel an openness in your chest. Breathing in here, and as you breathe out, draw the left elbow towards the right knee. Now we're not going all of the way, we're just going part of the way, and then pressing through the feet to come back to center, and then drawing the right elbow towards the left knee and coming back to center. So a little twist and fold as you go from side to side. Think about lengthening your tailbone behind you as you move forward, lifting the belly and keeping the shoulder blades moving together to keep the chest open. Just a couple more in each direction, using the feet for stability and support. And then on this final one, maybe going just a little bit further if you want to. Very good. And releasing the arms down to the side, rolling the shoulders a little. And while the shoulders and arms are having a nice little rest, we will bring our feet a little closer together, come to the edge of the seat, and try doing some circles with our knees. So start with your left first, if you haven't already picked up your right leg. And just doing a little circling with that knee, so it feels that the hips are stable and supported. We can go in the opposite direction as well. Very good. Maybe one more in this direction. Then resting your foot down and doing the same thing on the other side. And just doing a circle that feels good to your hips. So I've got a little clonking, sometimes trying not to push through the clonking, but just moving in a way that moves the thigh bone in the hips, but doesn't sort of make it feel uncomfortable. Let's go the opposite way as well. Still a little belly action going on to keep ourselves nice and upright here. Very good. And resting this foot down as well. I'm just going to turn my chair slightly so I can put my feet forward. You can have your feet forward about the width of your chair apart, and then soft in the knees, rolling your ankles. So we're pivoting here on the heels of the feet, the knees coming apart and together, and going in the opposite direction as well. And you get a lovely rolling sensation in the hips with the thigh bones as well, which is great. And then when you're ready, bringing the Feet back to center. We're going to take the feet wide. We're going to put together some of these actions that we have been doing. So, sitting tall, reaching the arms out to the side, and just watch so you know what we're going to do. We're going to reach the left arm over, and we'll reach the right arm across the body so that we feel firmness in the belly here. And then we're going to come back to the center, find our cactus arms, and bring the left elbow towards the right knee, pressing through the feet to return. So we're going to do just this bending to the right, twist to the right for, let's say 4, and then we'll do the other side. Okay, so nice firmness in the belly, pressing down into the feet, reaching the arms wide. We're going to breathe in as we reach over to the right side, right arm comes across the body, breathing out back to center, and then breathing in as we twist and fold, and breathing out back to center. Breathing in, reaching over to the right, breathing out back to center, breathing in as we twist and fold, and breathing out back to center. So just breathing as you reach, let the arms flow, let the shoulder blades fall towards each other, keeping the chest open, and we'll do just one more. Very good. Coming back to the center, we're going to relax the arms down. We're going to bring our feet towards each other for a rest in between, and we're going to twist in the opposite direction. So taking the right hand across the body, the left hand behind, roll the shoulder blades towards each other, feel that lift in the center of the body, and gently turn to the left. You don't have to go far. If it feels good to you, you can press the left leg into the right hand and press the right hand into the left leg for a little bit of extra traction. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Turn to the front with only your head. Unwind the spine to the opposite side and return to the center. Good stuff. You guys didn't need that instruction. I saw you rebounding just as I rebounded as well. Okay. Let's do our side bend and forward twisting fold to the opposite side as well. So reaching the arms wide, firm in the belly, shoulder blades working towards each other, reaching the right arm over to the left arm across the body, and coming back to the center, finding our cactus arms, and then drawing the right elbow towards the left knee and returning to the center. Reaching up and over, breathing in if you want to here. Breathing out as you return, press through the feet. Breathing in as you twist and fold. Breathing out as you return. Finding your flow. Even if your breath doesn't fall that way, it's okay. Just moving in and out of these shapes. Last one. And twist and fold. When we come back to the center, relaxing the arms, bringing the feet towards each other, letting the feet and the knees fall towards each other as much as feels comfortable, reaching the left arm across to the right thigh, the right arm behind you, roll the shoulder blades towards each other, lifting in the body, and gently move into your twist a little. If you want to, you can stabilize the twist by pressing the right thigh out to the right and the left hand back towards the left. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and gently unwinding head first, then arms across the body to the opposite side and back to the center. Brilliant stuff, guys. Okay, so we are going to do a little standing sequence now. So coming up onto your up to standing, we're going to start with a downward dog, but we're actually then going to use the seat of the chair rather than the back of the chair. So with the hands on the back of your chair, walking your feet away, feet nice and wide. And then soft knees, lengthening your tailbone away from you. You can do a little sway of your tailbone from side to side, if that feels comfortable, or you can just paddle through the backs of the legs, extending one leg and then bending, as you extend the opposite leg. If you're doing that, you can press down in your hands as well, do a little rotation or wiggle through the upper body. And then when you're ready, nice soft knees, looking towards your seat and walking yourself up towards your seat again. Aces. Okay, so we're going to do a triangle variation, Trikonasana it's called. And for this, we're going to step our feet apart quite close to the chair. So that's important. Okay, so quite close to the chair, right leg quite close to the chair, feet apart. And we're going to do, so watching is good. So we're going to start with the arms in cactus arms. And here we're going to bend the right knee and bring the left arm across the body, really sticking the bottom out as we do. It doesn't matter how close that left elbow gets to the right knee. We just want to bend that side, but not the other. And then we're pressing back to standing. And then here, we're going to turn our feet towards the chair. So both feet turn in that direction. The left hip rolls towards the right side. We're going to lift the right arm up, and then use our right arm up, left arm across the body. Use that left arm to just draw the chest in the same direction as the chair seat is pointing, or the camera is pointing, and then reach our right arm down to that seat and reach the left arm up. This is our Trikonasana variation. We're going to be here for a breath in and out, and we're going to press through the legs and reach the left arm down and the right arm up. And then from here, we're going to come back to the center, reach the left arm forward, seeing if the hips will rotate to face in the direction of our chair. And then for anyone who feels that they want to do it, reaching forward with the hands to lift the back leg up. So that's part that you don't have to do. You can just simply step the feet together. Okay? So we're going to start with our feet nice and wide, cactus arms, and we're bending this right knee first. So bend the right knee just a little. Feel like you can fold forward, sticking your bottom out. Left leg is still long, and bring the left elbow towards that right knee as we bend slightly forward, and then press through the feet to stand tall again. Very good. We're turning the feet towards that right side. So both turn. The right foot will point all the way to the right, probably, but the left foot points diagonally in front of you, letting the left hip roll in. Lift your right arm up into the air, and then use your left arm across the body to just gently ease the chest, not the hips, but the chest to the side that we're facing towards. And then reaching your right arm away from you, press into your left foot, press into your right foot too. You can reach your right arm down, and your left arm can go up as high as feels comfortable, or rest on your hip if it prefers. Let's take a deep breath in. Firm feet, firm legs, firm belly, firm buttocks. Deep breath out. Then turn your left hand and press up to standing. As you do, reach the left arm back and the right arm up. Look up at your right arm. Deep breath in, deep breath out, and then come back to standing. We're going to swing the left arm forward, and as we do, the hips rotate towards the front. And for anyone who wants to, you can simply hold here. You can do a warrior one if you want to. Bend your front knee and raise your arms up. But if you'd like to, you can press off that back foot, bending the front leg just to get a little bit of momentum to lift the back leg behind you, using your chair for support. Firm in the belly and the buttocks. And then we're going to reach that foot back down to the floor and turn ourselves back to the center, both feet pointing in the same direction as the chest, arms relaxed down to the side. We'll do it one more time through because it gives us a little bit of practice. And we have to do wiggling with the feet I find the best thing is to be on my heels to wiggle the feet, and you can always wiggle one at a time if you need more stability. That's all good, okay? So we'll start with the feet pointing forward, cactus arms, firming the shoulder blades towards each other, feeling the belly and the buttocks working. We're going to breathe in here. And as we breathe out, bend the right knee and fold and twist just a little, sticking the bottom out, and then breathe in, press through that right foot, come back up to standing. Breathing out, turn your feet to the right and release your arms down to your side. Breathe in, reach the right arm up. Breathe out, draw the chest forward with the left hand. Breathe in, reach the right arm all the way over, and breathe out as you uncurl your left arm up. Firm belly, firm buttocks, firm legs, firm shoulder blades. Breathe in to come out. And as you breathe out, reach your left hand down and your right arm up. Breathe in to return to your center. Breathe out as you swing the left arm forward. Here, a little softness in that front knee, either breathing in and coming into warrior one and holding, or if you prefer, just pivoting slightly forward, lifting the leg behind you, pressing into the hands just a touch if you need to, firming the belly, firming the buttock, and gently returning your foot to the floor, reaching the arms up. As you do, pivot on your toes or your heels to come back to center. Relax the arms down. Good job. Fantastic stuff. So here our legs are nice and far apart. We're going to either step carefully or scissor the feet back towards each other. Do a little downward facing dog release. So hands onto the back of the chair. Walk yourself away. Feet can be more narrow if you prefer, wider apart if you like. Soft knees and it really extending through the tailbone. And a little wiggle from side to side if that feels good. Simple holding is fine too. Press down with the hands though. Don't let your shoulders just relax here. So press down with the hands, scoop the belly in, deep breath in, deep breath out. When you're ready, bending the knees a little deeper to look towards the chair seat, walk yourself up. We're going to transfer our seats to the opposite side. Should get rid of this block. So we're ready to work on the left leg with our arms nice and wide apart, and the chair seat is right. The chair, sorry, is right next to our right foot, so that left foot rather. So you can easily pivot that foot underneath the chair. Very good. Cactus arms. Draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Firm belly, firm buttocks. We're going to breathe in here. And as you breathe out, take the right elbow towards the left knee. Stick the bottom out. Just a gentle forward fold. Left knee is bent. And then breathe in, pressing through that left knee to return to center. Breathe in as you turn your feet all the way to the left and breathe in. You know what? Forget about the breathing. Let's just concentrate on this. We're going to lift the left arm up into the air. The right hip is falling towards that left side, so it's turning in. We're going to use the right hand to move our chest in the opposite direction, so we spiral. And then reaching the left hand towards the seat, reaching the right arm up and over. And here, roll the shoulder blades together. Press the heels and the toes down into the mat. Firm the belly and the buttocks. And then turn your top hand and press up to standing. And as you do, just let that movement continue, reaching the right hand down and the left hand up to open your chest. And then come back to the center. Bring your right hand forward as you turn to look in the direction of left. So your hips have come forward. And you can do warrior one by bending the left knee, pressing into the back heel. Or here, you can press off your back toes and just send your body forward as you lift your back leg, using your chair for support, firm in the belly and the buttocks, extending through your heel, and very gently placing that right foot down and coming back to the center, pivoting on your toes, bringing your arms back to cactus hands to do it one more time. So here we're going to bend the left knee, stick the bottom out, bring the right elbow towards the left knee, and then press through that left foot to come back to standing. Turn the feet towards the left and feel that right hip is turned in, lifting the left arm up. Use the right hand to move the chest around to the center again. Reach over to the left with the left hand, reach up with the right hand, firm in that space between the shoulder blades, the belly, the buttocks, the legs. Turning the right palm up, pressing all the way back up to standing. And as you do, keep firm in the belly and the buttocks and the shoulder blades and reach back with the left hand. Come back to the center and then draw the right arm forward, twisting, taking warrior one by pressing into the front knee and the back heel at the same time if you want to, or transferring your weight into your front leg, lifting your back leg up, warrior three. And then from here, gently placing that right foot down, cartwheeling your arms back to the center, turning your toes in. And what we're actually going to do here is a wide-legged forward bend. So we want to be able to come down to something. So you might need to turn yourself so that you face your chair. Sorry about that, guys. There's no easy way to do it without two chairs. And we're just going to reach our arms up and then fold forward. A little softness in the knees as we come down. And here, gently sway the upper body from side to side. Just a little bob or a little sway. You can bend one knee and then the other a little bit more as well if that feels good. And if you feel really good here, you can bend forward a little bit more. So your arms are softened, your head is maybe more towards the chair seat. Whatever feels good. When you're ready, come back to center, bend your knees deeply and just round through your spine. Press through the chair, use the chair to come upright. Take a moment to feel nice and steady. And if you don't, hands in namaste can help, or one hand on the chair, one hand to the chest. If you feel okay, reaching the arms out and up, and then bringing the palms together and bringing them down to the center of the chest. Brilliant stuff. We're going to scissor the feet or hop the feet or walk the feet back together again and take, let's just take one more downward facing dog. Why wouldn't we? We've got time. Okay, so hands on the back of the chair, walking away, sticking the bottom out, lifting the belly, pressing down into the chair, and just feeling that length. Any variation you want to do of wiggling or swaying the hips or turning the head from side to side, any of these is good. Taking a couple more deep breaths. And then whenever you're ready, looking towards the chair, coming up to standing again, taking a moment, just allowing the body to come back into this orientation. And then we are going to come back to sitting on our chairs. Super stuff. So we will be moving towards relaxation soon. So if you want to grab a blanket and such things, you can have them close by. But we are going to do a little few bits and pieces first. So sitting on the edge of your seat, your feet comfortable distance apart. They can be together if you prefer, wider if you prefer. And we're going to just simply open the chest by reaching the arms around behind us to hold onto the chair seat, or just move the palms of the hands towards each other behind us. So holding onto the back of the chair, not the seat, the back of the chair, roll your shoulder blades towards each other. Slide your hands either down if that feels comfortable, or up if that feels better, if you want to lean away from your seat. So whatever feels good, feels like a good stretch on the chest. And sometimes here, it can be really useful to hold the sides of the seat and then try to take your arms apart. So you feel a different kind of movement, or to roll the shoulder blades a little further towards each other, maybe soften the elbows trying to move them towards each other a little bit as well. And then gently releasing the head and the chest, relaxing the arms, placing them onto the body wherever feels good. If you need to make any other movements to make yourself comfortable, if you want to do a little neck turning or shoulder wriggling, then do them. And then when you're ready, you can wrap yourself up in a blanket if that's what you like to do, or you can pop on a few extra layers and then settle yourself back into your seat so that you're supported and contained by the chair. So we've worked really hard today, and this relaxation portion of the class is very much deserved. And some people feel guilty for sitting and not doing anything, but actually we're doing something very active. We're doing active relaxation. So very active. It is active relaxation. There we are. So in your own time, resting your hands wherever is comfortable, just trying to arrange yourself in the most comfy position. Try to avoid letting the chin come too far forward. Settle the head over the spine. Relax the weight of the body back and down. Let's take a few deep breaths, sighing out through the mouth. So breathing deeply in, sighing out through the mouth. Repeat 3 more times. Deep breath in, let all of your effort go. A deep breath in, let your muscles begin to relax. Last breath in and surrender your weight down into your chair and the floor. Allow your breath to find its natural rhythm and fall away into silence. Take your awareness into your forehead, feel it soften, the space between your eyebrows spreading. The area around your eyes relaxing. Your mouth, tongue, and jaw releasing. Take your awareness into the back of your body. Become aware of the whole of the back of the body, feeling heavy, warm, supported, and releasing down. Move your awareness to the front of your body, becoming aware of the space over you and around you. Feel the touch of air on your face. The movement of your clothes on your skin as you breathe. The sensation of weight and warmth of the hands resting in the lap. Move your awareness to your breath. And gently deepen your breath, finding a long, slow inhalation and a long, slow, complete exhalation. Breathing in long and slow and deep. Breathing out long and slow and deep, completely. With each breath in, you draw in prana, energy, light, vitality. And each breath out is an opportunity to release tension, fatigue, discomfort. Breathing in light, harmony, energy. Breathing out tension, fatigue, negativity. Allow this to be like a mantra in your mind. Breathing in light, harmony, energy. Breathing out tension, fatigue, and discomfort. Allowing your body to relax a little deeper with every exhalation. Gently begin to deepen your breath. Bring your awareness back to your fingers and your toes, giving them a little wiggle. If you feel inclined, you can roll your wrists at the ankles. No, roll your hands at the wrists, roll your feet at your ankles. I've obviously relaxed a little bit too much there. And then when you're ready, taking a deep breath in and stretching anything that feels good, lengthening the arms and the legs, maybe doing some gentle side stretching or folding or yawning. Whatever feels good to you. Then we're just gently going to rub the palms of the hands together. We don't need to be too fast and vigorous. Taking your time to build up that friction, that heat. And if you feel inclined, you can rub a little faster or a little harder, but gradually getting some heat into the palms of the hands. And when they begin to feel warm, placing the palms of the hands over the eyes. Feel that warmth soften the area around the eyes. Blink into your palms a few times. And then releasing your hands down as you open your eyes. Thank you for joining in this practice. I hope you have a great week. Namaste.